That's right. It's actually my biggest build yet. It's massive. Um, wow, that's really funny. That that's just popping in and out. Yeah, guys, I built this, and all this was because my friend sent me a TikTok about like this massive build, and he said, "Oh yeah, you should build this." Well, I didn't build that, but I built something kind of equal stature. So kind of let's go through it a little bit. But guys, this took so unbelievably long to build. But hey, you're getting 2 videos like span of like 2 weeks right now, which is crazy. I never post that much. But yeah, all the flowers. So there's a lot to it, as you can probably guess. There almost always is. But let's start with the outside, which, oh my god, it's beautiful. It took so long. I think this is the prettiest building I have ever built in this game. I mean, I spent so long detailing the outside and just making sure each area looks good and making sure it works with the ice highway system. So this corner here, and then this goes off this way. And I also finished up the pillars here, make sure it all looks good and dandy. I mean, we get to the interior, and the interior is empty for now, minus this thing, which this is my new super smelter. So at the moment, I'm just smelting glass. But how this works, so I have 2 carpet duplicators, which I don't really consider cheating. And how this works is it's broken coal on the bottom, and this is just a simple redstone repeater. And this, you can just remove that and put that there if you run out of carpet. But this infinitely creates carpet, and then this flows down the water here, all the way down into these hoppers here. And from here, it all goes into the smelter. And all the extra carpet goes straight into the back where it just gets burned. So that's how that works. And also, if the carpet duplication eventually gets patched, which might, there's plenty. I should be fine for at least a little bit. But we'll there's also reason why I made this room massive is because I originally planned to put a bamboo farm or a seagrass farm in here, and then that was gonna be what powers the super smelter. But I found out carpets can be used as fuel. So that's what I'm using. Just smelting up all the glass right now. Yeah, everything's full. Because I've been going through a lot more blocks than I was previously. So this is currently actually the only useful build in this area. But I mean, God, this took so long, and it looks so good, and the interior is all dark and massive. But now let's head up the elevator here, which this is just meant for that. So if we go up the water elevator here, you can tell, yep, it's empty again. But this room, unlike the floor below, where the floor below almost, it's a little bit bigger, but it's also more drab. So this room and the room across eventually are going to be my villager trading halls. Currently, if I open up the map here, my villager trading hall is way out here. And my base is over here, and then this is, you can see the sheer size of it. It is my biggest building, because this was a lot simpler. But this is my current villager trading hall. This is where we are now, and then this is all going to be, in here, I'm going to have trades for everything. So I'm going to set up the little prisons, and then have everything trading. And I have a mini villager trading hall here. That's what's under this massive tree. But that's really just to get emeralds. That's a lot of the farmers. This is going to be like for tools and books. This is the big one. But that's not all, of course, as we have the nice glass roof. But if we head on up here, we have my office. Also, I've never looked up. That's kind of trippy. But we have like my office, and you know, the views are all right, especially, and this is the main view. It's nice. You can see the highway extension that I've been working on. But the reason I call it the office is I have everything that I want to do. So this is what I call the planning building, because this is the planning room or the office. Extend ice highway to the end. That's that. You can tell I haven't put the ice down yet, but it is extended all the way out. Things are on the move. Build villager. No, that should God, no, that homes. Yeah. Not prison. Warship. So what I was thinking was this like out here, building some sort of like warship, like a military ship. Not that big, kind of small. That's what I was thinking. Start the pit. I have already begun that. What is the pit, you may be asking? That. But we'll discuss that in the next video. Gothic church. So what I was thinking was, so you can see where I want the bridge. I'm gonna have the bridge go kind of curve here, and then probably another one here. So 2 bridges leaving this island. And then I'm gonna have a bridge going over this way right here. But that gives kind of this area where the pathway needs to go here, and then both the pathways will meet here. That gives this area right here. What I'm going to do here is kind of build just like a smaller Gothic church in the same style of this building. This whole area, basically from, this is the line, this whole area is going to be in this style. But, oh yeah, that's the next build I'll be showcasing on. But that's the plan here. So go here. I guess we can fly down there. Also, the cool thing about this, yeah, you can fly in, fly out, but it's all still covered. So we have this, I mean, makeshift temporary bridge here, and then we'll have the pathway meander over this way and then go on over to here. And then this is where the pathway will meet up. We'll build an elevator up to here because this building here doesn't have anything going towards it. This is my ice highway station. So that's that plan there. But yeah, you can, okay, let's get out a little bit. Yeah, you can see how big it is. It's massive. This is my biggest build ever. It took so long. That's why you should leave a like on this video and subscribe if you haven't already. And it's really all coming along. Like, it's all getting a part of the city. I like how you can see the 3 biggest structures in the world from here. You have the planning building, the skyscraper, and then my mob farm. It's almost like Megalopolis, you could call it. And then here, of course, we're going to have the bridge going off this way. And we have this whole area here, where I need to figure out what really to build here. I want to build another tower, like another skyscraper would be nice. I was almost thinking like a clock tower, but really probably keeping some of the forest around. That's what I was thinking. Transition away from the city, because this is the edge of the city, I consider. This will all be, I mean, the golf course will eventually get destroyed, but this is what I consider the city. All of this attached, we have a stadium, all of this. Brings me into my next point, where I'm in my little Italian village here, where if we come down here, here's what I enjoyed. I was looking up here and it's like, wow, you don't see the tower, you don't see anything else. This is a completely different vibe from the rest of the city. When I'm not just flying overhead, it feels like a completely different world. And that's all because of forced perspective. You know, I can't see, yeah, you can kind of see it poking out, but nothing too egregious. The station, of course. So if we come here, past the hotel, and then we have our little dock building here, and then, you know, just veggies, we have the little village. So this isn't complete. Although what I wanted to do here was kind of provide, I was thinking about having friends on this world, give like little homes for them to try and explore. So each of these will have a bed, a chest, a crafting table, and a furnace. These little starter homes. And what I'm trying to do here is build this little village out. And it was a challenge for me because I tend to build very big, where this is very small. And I also wanted to make it work so you only see glimpses of the outside. You don't have vast overlooks and views. Like, yeah, you can see the tops of some things, but I almost wanted to give it the Disney appearance where you're in your own little world when you're in this village, like with the little meandering walkways, and then you're over here, and then yeah, you can, if you're on the edges, you can see out, but when you're in the village, this should feel like a completely different area from the rest of the city. And that's how I was working with, was, okay, I don't want to see too far out. Okay, you can see out through the cracks, but I don't really see anything too crazy. And that's really all this is. But the reason I wanted to get this video out, here, we will actually sleep. Oh yeah, and I have little benches. Not all the homes are being finished. Wow, there's a ladder right here and I didn't realize. But not all the homes are done being furnished, obviously. But all of them have like a little layout. Every single one of them's unique. So all of them are very, very unique. Okay, good. I'm kind of looking for there we go. And all of them have little windows. So the windows give you a view of the outside world from each thing. And the other thing is, I found this important when building, because there's some windows on the front. I wanted to make sure this is fine, because when you're looking through, you see a window. I never wanted to be able to view from one window out another. So once again, doors were fine, but you'll notice there's no windows overlapping. So if you're looking in, you shouldn't really be able to see any windows. Oh, here's one. Yep, you can't see out through the second window. Yep. And so on. Like, I put these fake windows here just out of trapdoors. Yeah. You can kind of see, but then you just see a wall. That's also a hard glimpse. Once again, the windows, you shouldn't see through the building. That was my entire idea behind it. Because look, there's no windows on the front, only on the back and side, because I don't want people seeing through buildings. I want them to feel very immersed in them. But I think that is my build showcase for today. We have this little Italian village. It looks great on the map. And also, the other challenge that I was having was figuring out something to build small enough to fit in this little area. And I was like, okay, we'll make it like little homes if anyone ever joins me. And it's not done yet. I'm going to add some grass. You get the walkways all done and finished. And then I need to finish up this railway. And where this railway will go, I have no idea. But I'll bid it out and I'll have it just go over there for now. Who knows where it'll go in the future, but I will build that out eventually. So that's, oh, and the other thing, yeah, this railway cuts right through. But when you're down here, you don't really notice it. Like, sure, you notice it here, but that's not where I want your perspective to be. And it doesn't tend to draw this way. And then down here, I'm going to plant wheat. Once again, drawing distraction away from the rest of the city. So that is what that build is. But let's go back to the planning building for a little bit. I love it, and I don't think I showed the backside. So I showed the front already, but I mean, just get a look at it. I mean, it's beautiful. It's also really tall. I didn't realize when I was building it how tall it had gotten. But here is what the backside looks like. It's good. I wanted to make sure it looks good from all angles, because while there is nothing built out here yet, I do want to build things, especially on this plot of land. There's so, like, this is a great area. It overlooks the water. So I was thinking about maybe building a dock here or something similar. Some sort of facility, possibly. And then that'll work well with the planning building. Also, I like how the ice highway kind of just snakes around the planning building. It all works out well. So yeah, that's about everything. But before I forget, let's go give a shout out. All right, so we have our shout outs right now. So I actually have 3 shout outs from the latest Minecraft video, not the Minecraft movie review. I have a shout out to Turafel. She said that I inspired what the Blue Ice Highway from the last video. Thank you so much for your nice comment. And then I have shout out to Kadragi. They said this deserves so many more views. I agree. Thank you for watching. And then the final shout out is of course Samad MC, who said love the video, subscribe my man. And then there's also so many other nice comments. Shout out to Spookly. He left a great comment and recommendation, along with others who were just fantastic. Then in my last video, the Minecraft movie review, I want to give a shout out to Isaac6305. He's my friend, and he left a very nice comment, just saying some sort of brain rot, who knows, and who really cares. Thank you for watching. And anyways, thank you all for watching this video. I have 2 more videos planned to come out very, very soon. Within the next probably 2 weeks or so, or possibly within the next week, depending on how soon I get it done. But one of those is an updated world tour. It has been a year since I posted my world tour. So I'm building a... I'm going to really put a lot of effort into this video. And then I have another video called Discovering the Pale Garden, because I don't have a Pale Garden in my world, and I need to start looking. So you will find a video called Finding the Pale Garden, and that's also going to be a little bit of an interesting one. But be on the lookout for those. Stay subscribed. Thank you all. Later.